Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday. Welcome in, old buck. Yes, sir. How's it going, guys? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're all good. Hope all is well. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. You know, I made some progress on the plans for Sunday's video since yesterday, which is good. And so I pretty much have that figured out. So I'm glad, which means it'll be easier. I actually might have enough content for 2 videos, different videos. They won't be related. But I think that'd be nice. This Sunday's video is PCG Extreme related. Releasing a new one. For that, going over some stuff. I'll show you guys a little preview of it in a bit as well. Show you guys what's up. Other than that, same old. I'm excited for tomorrow because tomorrow's Friday. Other than that, we still have what, 2 weeks. But after this week, yeah, it'll be 2 weeks until the next 3-day weekend. I'll need to survive another 2 weeks. It's okay, I'll make it. I'll somehow make it. That's always been like this. No matter where I've ever worked, I always look forward to the 3-day weekends. I wish I could just have 4-day week works. Like, work 4 days a week. That'd be so nice. But because I feel like 2 days a week is never enough of days off to get stuff done. Because so much stuff needs to be done during the day, not in the evening. But we don't get such luck. So it is what it is. But you want to see what is coming Sunday? Boink. Check this out. We got flowers and statues. And not only that, but this entire thing is fully dynamic. And I can even go crazy and I can just go like this and then it'll cut things out. I can make really interesting shapes. You can do this. Just do one of these. If you want to make like a really cool garden or something, I think it's cool. Okay, just move it here. Yeah. This is all using PCG EX, which is pretty awesome. So basically, it's wherever splines intersect specifically, and then it creates a border, a gap, and then wherever you have these points, it creates also this gap, as you can see. So I think it's pretty cool. If I move this over here, yeah. See? I think it's pretty cool. I don't know. I think you can get some really cool designs. I take this and I just duplicate it over here. We get, you know, we get this. So I think the whole concept is really cool. Yeah. Hey, Zebra, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So yeah, that's coming for Sunday. Yeah. That's gonna be Sunday's video. Another PCG EX video. I think it's gonna be good, and the fact that I think it's gonna be good means probably no one's gonna watch it because I'm terrible at telling if a video is gonna be good. All right, and just control all this. So much control, so much wow. Ta-da. I don't know. I think it's cool. Anyway, shall we get into some game dev? Harness that SEO, predict what people are looking for that's similar. Well, no one's looking for PCG EX, I'll tell you that. Like, not nobody, but like, in terms of amount of people, the search for PCG in Unreal is low. And then even less people search for PCG EX in PCG, right? Because that's more, the more advanced you go, the less people search for it. So if I want to harness the SEO, I'll be making a tutorial like, how do you spawn a cube? How to make a large-chested statue appear in world. You be serial procedural or dynamic, not specifically BCG? Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, let me load up the game dev. How get Booba statue enter? Yeah. That's what I'd be searching. That's what I search all the time. I mean, I constantly search, like, how to get Booba. I just end it there. I don't type in the word statue. I feel like it will fill it in. Where's the game? Hope you guys are doing well. Other than that, today's drum day. We're gonna work on some drums. We're making drum animation. We need to work on getting the drums to fall in the way we want, and figure out how do we make the icons on top of the drums. So I'm thinking we're probably gonna use sprites and put them on top. We'll need to make them from notes. So we'll probably do a lot of image editing and stuff for that. It's still loading. First time it loads always takes a while in a day. Unfortunately, oh, there it goes. There it goes. And you. So we're gonna be doing this. So what we want is for him to jump up into the air out of sight. And then this to drop down, land, him to drop down, and then I'd want like in a circle, in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, like all the 8s just in order to drop down effectively. Yeah. it also needs to make sure that it only happens within a certain area. Like it only do in a certain area, or he needs to go to the center again. Maybe I just make it so he goes to the center again. That will make it easier. You're one math tile away from being done with the game mechanics of your preliminary jam. Nice. Nice. Also, I still don't understand your game jam thing. You're interested to see how I'm gonna go about tackling this mechanic, not gonna lie. Well, it'll probably go as pretty much like every other mechanic. I'm going to pretend like I know what I'm doing. I'm going to trip and fall on my face while I pretend like nothing happened, and then stumble into the solution. I feel like that's a pretty accurate representation of what's actually going to happen. Yeah. Okay, let's take you... move this somewhere else. Humble? Oh, I'm so humble. I'm the most humble there is. No one out there is more humble than me. I guess step one will be figuring out how do we want him to jump up into the air and disappear. Now, I want him to jump up in the air and then jump down. So we probably should make that like a two-step thing, or like a one-step thing. It'll just be jump up and fall down. So I guess we start from there, probably. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna remove the weight on this, so you can't do these. Can't do any of these. Good. So we will do a new child state. This is going to be our memory game. Oh, sure. Actually, no. This needs to be a special. Oh, it's going to be a special. Yeah. It's fine. Wait. One. A child state. This is going to be memory game. We'll add. I love how this always takes a while first time. How's it loading package? How does it take so long to load this the first time? We want to do a special. This is going to be special number. You know what? It's the transition one. I'm gonna make it special 0. And that means on here, this needs to actually start at 0. There we go. UPS kind of slow? I mean, I don't know. I feel if anyone's slow, it's freaking Canada Post. Canada Post is not delivering packages again. Oh, do I have the thing still open? You want to know? Yeah, that's. I don't blame you. Let me do. This instead. I'm waiting on a package. It's been out for delivery a week ago. Now, it's not an important package, but I'm throwing this out to show you that, don't worry, UPS is quick compared to this. Because at least UPS delivers. Think they threw it away? Who knows? Maybe. I wouldn't know. But yeah. Okay, we need to do some stuff. Hey, Guts, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Mistook my rubbish bin for the PO box. I mean, that would be accurate if I did live in an apartment complex. And they wouldn't be able to get to the rubbish bin. Which, by the way, our like garbage room is called like refuse. Like it's the refuse room. Is it the place where you refuse things? I don't understand. Speaking of which, refuse room and building. It's literally called refuse. I don't know. But they put a paper sign on it or next to it that says, garbage, or whatever. Because I don't know what the hell a refuse room is. Why am I refusing anything? But it says like trash or whatever, or garbage on it, I don't remember. Oh no. So I don't think anyone's gonna accidentally walk in there, is what I'm saying. They're not gonna think, oh, that's where it goes. They'll be like, oh, the room is already refusing the package, so we can't deliver it. If I launch the character up, I mean, theoretically, okay, good start. Just like children order. Yum. Yum. Is it because you're not on the ground? Yep, it's because you're not on the ground. Okay. Good to know. Okay, first we want to do get the movement component. Stop all movement. I guess that's our active movement. It's fine. Stop active movement. Set velocity to 0. Then launch straight up. Well, I guess we want him to you know, that's honestly not bad. But I think we actually want him to jump to the midpoint again. So maybe we don't do this. Instead, we do like we did here. Jump to center. Slam down. Highest utility. Then you. Then you. So this is going to jump to center, but it's going to be jump to center higher up in the air. And where's this? In the middle. We can put this in the middle so we know it's going to work. Okay. Hey, Leo, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Do a raid to make it spawn a circle? Oh, I'm sorry. Here. Is that better? It's a better circle? Oh, sorry, this one a little too far out. There you go. Listen, man. Yeah, what's up? That's good. That's good. I want to see what happens when he goes from the other. I mean, either way, I think this is good. Okay, so we got that. We need the drum to appear, or drop down rather, basically. Like the way it is. So, yeah, the problem is it's base. He's still moving a little bit, so he's moving a little bit further. So if I go from here, yeah, see from there he's like right in the middle, pretty much. It depends on where he is. He's not gonna land perfectly in the middle because he jumps up and then he continues slowly moving and then he falls down. The way it's set up. So because he's still slightly moving a little bit past that, it ends up being like he's a little bit off. So if we go from this side, for example, you know, he's going to be around there. He'll be fine. It doesn't matter. It's fine. I'm sure you're not going to have any OCD about that. At all. Yeah, we're gonna need to do a blueprint here because we're gonna be spawning probably some blueprints for all of this stuff. Why Weo keep whiting like Nya I don't know. Who knows? What a woe to use Mehanga Guts? I woo can super cute chat activated. Wake ya. Uh-huh. I see you're waking it quite well. You think a single letter at a time is gonna break this masterpiece? No. You cannot stop this. I mean, you can by waiting 10 minutes. And then as long as no one else redeems it on Twitch, YouTube, and its timer? Wait, what timer? Oh, yeah. But that's normal. You don't want to be spamming. Yeah, because it has spam prevention. That's good.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
I went out and got some more drink. It's expensive right now. It's not on sale. So I only got 3 because they only had 3. That's all that was left. All the other ones are bad flavors or Starburst, which I guess falls under bad flavors. I'm less sad. It is actually not sunny today, as you guys can probably see. I actually have the light on, but it's still warm. Unfortunately, you know, it's not hot, but it's still warm. You know, but for it to be like cool in here, I need it to be like winter. I need it to be like 30 degrees outside. Then it's like, oh, so good. I got, what, another 4-ish months to wait for that? 5 months, maybe? Assuming it, you know, there's snow. You know, thinking, I just realized I should probably buy tickets to visit the family sooner rather than later if I plan to visit for the winter holidays. Privately, but meh. Do you not want me to show this? Do you not want me to pull this up? Is that how you said it privately? I mean, that doesn't answer the question. For some reason now, every time someone mentions winter, you can only think of Game of Thrones. Winter is coming. I mean, technically it is. Winter is always coming. Even if winter just passed, winter is still coming. Winter will come again. A lot of coming happening in winter. I want this to be 664. What do I mean by that? Nothing? I don't mean anything. Nothing beats those drums. Exactly. Look at those beautiful drums. In their perfect circle. Perfect circle right there. I want to have the drum fall down from the sky. Could I simulate physics and then on hit, will it detect the floor? We did overlap pawn, block character and block world static. Aha! Oh, we also need to block pawn. So what I'm thinking is... Oh, wait. Actually, I didn't look at the print string. I just saw that... Oh, no, it doesn't print. What I want to do is... How do I make it so it does this, it falls. I love this, but I don't want to... Oh. I can't push it. Oh, okay, well that works. That's all I wanted. I just wanted it to not be able to push it, but still have it drop down. I mean, I guess because of the mass of the size of it, it's automatically at that setting, so I guess... Cool? You know? Okay. So what we can do then is actually let's put these back onto the ground. And then here we can go on event tick, set actor location just up in the air, and that's the perfect way to do this, specifically on event tick. Perfect. Surprisingly, it doesn't actually move it at all. Why is it actually moving? I thought it was just hanging in the air because we're doing an event tick. Why is it even in there? Oh, because I told the actor, but this is irrelevant from the actor. That's why. I failed to just make a troll thing I'm so bad. So bad at the game. We speedrunning new blueprinting tonight? Yeah, and I kind of messed up and I gotta restart it. It's Are there any abilities that applies physics? No? How would that work? Like, what kind of ability? Oh, pff. Wait. What? Oh, because it's a physics object. Relative is still it's basically world. It's because it's a physics thing. It's a component of physics. Let's just do that. I think it might look nice if the drums has a small cartoonish bounce when it falls. Maybe the biggest one will go boom with that, but I mean, it depends on the physics themselves. Explosion that pushes stuff away. I have things that knock back and pull in. Like I have a shockwave that pushes things out and a black hole that pulls things in. You see? It already has a bounce. And now it's no longer at the same time. Where's the player start? I'm gonna move the player start here. Let's see it. Boom. Yeah. Okay. We're asking that just in the event an ability doesn't cause the drums to move because of forces. Oh. I don't think so. Because I think all my forces are specifically tracing for characters. But we can confirm that. Oh yeah, these things are broken. Yeah, I forgot that they were broken in the package build. And then this icon's broken somehow. I gotta fix those. Yeah, if I activate this and do something, it doesn't matter. Like you can hear the sound of me hitting something, but it doesn't even get rid of the icon or anything. But again, that's broken, so I guess it's not a fair test. Okay. So how do we make it go in a circle around the object consistently? Well, first of all, I want to do one big drum, right? First of all, it's going to be one big drum. We'll set up the whole thing in one blueprint, really. So the big drum, we're going to do main drum. Needs to be bigger. Yeah, that's a great bounce. Is there some game lore you can read about the game, my game, just to update yourself? You don't want to understand what type of game it is. No. No, especially if you don't want to understand what type of game it is. Get center object location, get offsets, apply relative offsets. We can do a scene component. You want to? Oh, you still can't have anything, Gasser. There's absolutely no lore for the game. You're missing absolutely nothing. Yeah. So if we did this, what I can do is I can spawn them in dynamically. If I do this from here, add a spring arm. I could say 1500. And then there's a way of getting what's the socket? What's the socket name? It's like end or something. Spring arm socket name. Spring endpoint. And then we can do add. We would need to have a function for this because we need to spawn smaller drum because we need to customize it with a bunch of stuff. So we need to do a add static mesh component. Socket is from in world space if socket is found. Okay, world space is fine. We need to subtract, get actor location, make it relative space. Set simulate physics to be on. I would probably want to do that after we set the thing. Doesn't matter. Set static mesh. Also, the scale here needs to be 664. Maybe the big drum spawns the smaller one, so child one's object always is the reference. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Everything's gonna be in one. There's a description says it all. Makes sense. You played most of the games, so you can make your own lore about the game in your head. Like, I have some ideas for lore, but my main focus is making the gameplay fun. Because I'm very much a believer that if a game is fun, it doesn't matter if it has lore or story. People can make up their own. Like Binding of Isaac doesn't really have much of a story. It has some, but right, you don't play Binding of Isaac for the story. But the gameplay, though, is where it's at. As I don't know, I don't play Binding of Isaac for the story. You can lore write for Spreading Crimson. We'll see what it's called in the end. Who knows? I might change the name one day. One day, it'll be Spreading Magenta instead. Or Spreading Maroon. Hello, Silent Intensity. Look at man. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Spreading cheeks. You're not even good guts. And yeah, you two are making that reference. And we all know spreading cheeks means smiling, right? Your cheeks get wider apart when you smile. Right? Because we all know this is a very much a family-friendly Christian channel. We wouldn't be thinking about something else here, correct? You mentioned 664 offset? What? No, 664. It's not offset, it's a scale. It's the scale of this. I want it narrower in height. I'm not making it the 666. I mean, I could for these, to be fair. But I kind of like them a little squished. Our drums cannot be demonic. That's right. They cannot be. That's why we do not have a Sharingan at the top here. It's definitely not that, and it definitely does not say something about cursing your family. It definitely does not say that. Definitely does not say that. Your Christian Minecraft stream, I know, right? Let's see if oh, hold on. Did it work? It's here, but we want to set the location to be up in the air. Hey, Stormer, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome. Is loading a level inside your existing level hard? Depends how you do it. It depends, yeah. No, depending how you do it. Oh. I can push it around before it settles, which is kind of fun. But I think that's fine. So I can do this. And then once it settles, then that's it. Depending on what you're doing, you can do, so if you go under window levels, you have this whole thing. We can load and unload levels through blueprints, basically. So you can load and unload entire things, or entire chunks of your map this way. There's also level instances. Yeah, it depends on what you want to do. A level instance is different than persistent level. Okay, so to spawn the amount we need to do this. We need to do a for loop. Then the last index will be number of drums. Number of drums -1. Because we don't like the last one. You know. He was rude. We got rid of him. And then on every single one of these, we want to take our sync component here, and then rotate it. And the rotation will be on the z-axis, will be the index. Right? And that will be multiplied by, I guess it doesn't matter which one I use here, by this. By 360 divided by this. I guess here I need to do... I need floats here. Let's do this. Hello, Thalani. Welcome in. Or Thulani. Not Thalu. Thula. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Wow, Heartless? I mean, yeah. First time here? Is it okay you have a 20 frames per second in your game? I mean, that's very subjective, but I would say 20 FPS is too low. 2010 4-core CPU. Well, okay, that's... I mean, the only way to know, Starman, is to test it on modern hardware. There's a reason there's minimum spec recommendation for a game dev. Yep. Absolutely. When will they ever... Do you think they'll ever make a maximum hardware recommendation? Just, you know, just curious. Look at that! Oh, why do it? Wait. Was the Maximus server farm? Yeah, like you cannot run this on a server. Are you into game dev or are you into environment design? I mean, yeah, both. I mean, you have environment design in games as well. Yeah. Why did... Oh. It's because... Here, I need to do this. Yeah, look at that. I think they need to be not as far away, but now we can control how many there are. 1,200 away. And they can all fall down from the sky in a perfect setup. Look at that. But I know how much OCD you guys all have, so I'm just going to don't mind me. Just pretend I'm not doing anything here. Just don't mind me. I'm not doing anything.
Here. Pausing for ads.
Perfection. Is it though? Is it? You used to do a lot of tech stuff, but it's been so long you're kind of scared to upgrade your PC. There's so much out there. Yeah, don't be scared. Be happy when you upgrade it. It's been so nice. As if it was the tree that dropped Apple on Utah. You have a question for big game devs? That's what you asked? Well, let's take a look. I have currently 8 total concurrent viewers. Yeah, I don't think I fit in the big game devs category. I mean, I am a big game dev, but I feel like that's not what you meant. Don't let this man fool you. He has released every game ever. He's the guru of games. Shh, don't tell him. Change your name to Big Daddy Game Dev. No. I will not change my name to Big Daddy Game Dev. Now, if I was to just change my name to Daddy Game Dev, I mean, now we're talking. Or I just change my name to Daddy, just by itself. Can you imagine if there's a content creator that just goes by Daddy? And then he does a collabs. And then everyone just has to call him daddy because that's actually what he goes by. That'd be so hilarious. So I could move these around until they kind of fall in, but I don't see a problem with that. So I think that's cool. Oof. Okay. What I I actually want to see something. Can I get a state changed? I just want to see. Okay, matching event. I'm just gonna move this. Oh, this is the event graph, so it's fine. Does it actually detect? No, so the state doesn't actually changed. I was thinking that maybe the physics state changed. That's why I can no longer push it compared to when it's moving. What I could do is disable the. Well, we need to set collisions anyway. So set collision response to all channels to ignore. Set collision response to channel. We want to do character block. Increase weight of the mini drums. We can certainly try. I have character mass less. We can certainly try. I don't know why you can't move it, well, when it's still, but when it's moving, it's really easy to push. I don't know why there's a change in that. Like, what difference does that make? As long as it's not fully still, it's still technically... Yeah. I don't know. And then we want to do static. Well, static block. Ground friction. Ooh, that might be it. That's probably it. So if we change the mass here, Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna set the mass to the big one to be 1. Let's experiment. Uh-huh. Okay. If I set the mass to the big one to be 1,000,000. Now see, I can still like look at this. See? I get under it and knock it around just fine. Obviously, once it's still, I can't. But if I get under it, right, it doesn't. This weight does not change anything. Basically. I could lock rotation. Oh, hold on a second. It clearly rotated. That's clearly angling. Huh? What is it? Okay. Oh, right. I'm looking at the wrong thing. You know what? You're right. I'm freaking looking. I was looking at the little ones. You guys are right. I'm big dum dum. Yeah, I pushed the damn thing though. Okay. So I can still push it. I'm gonna turn off the I'm gonna do let's try this. Right? I still was able to push this thing. It is off center. I do like the rotations. I'm not going to stop the rotations. Do I need linear dampening? Oh. No, I don't think I want linear dampening. Linear dampening, yeah. I kind of meant linear dampening only side to side, not not quite what I had in mind. Okay. Is there what I could do is turn off pawn collision until it sets, so give it like 2 seconds and then enable it. Let's find out. Yeah, but I think it should push it out, but push the character out. Or I'll push the drum. We'll find out. We want pawn, block, that, delay. I don't know, probably 2.5 is probably enough. Find out. Like, I don't actually mind. I needed to. Okay, 2.5 is not enough. 3 seconds. Five seconds. Nope, I don't think that quite works. Okay, it's fine. It can be moved around a little. The problem is the big one. The problem is the big one. We don't want the big one moving. Because that will mess with where the other guy lands, and that can be a whole thing. I could push the character away and make sure he's not there. I could push the character away. Let's see if... Can we get an answer online? You get the location of the big one and then teleport. Oh yeah, I know where the big one's gonna be. It's always in the center. Let's see. Let's see. Some of my physics. Locate the collision presets. Collision to custom. Set pawn to block. World static dynamics to block. Overlap. Yep. Prevent character from moving the object. Prevent the character from pushing or influencing the physics body. You need to adjust the mass and physics constraints. Increase the mass. Block physics moving. Optional. If you want the object to be affected by gravity or other physics force, but not by the character, you can constrain its movement. You can constrain to plane or lock position rotation. I guess I could lock the position. That would solve the problem, kinda. If I made just so you can't move in X and Y, you can only go up and down, it totally solves the problem. This does not solve the actual problem, but if we did block X and Y, it theoretically should still be right in the center, and it is. It is exactly in the center. still roll, which is I think is fine. Yeah. But it will never move away from its actual like position in the world. I think that's fine. If you wanted to push your character, though, I found that disabling the collision on the object for 0.1 seconds, then yeah. Why is kill censored? Wait, seriously? YouTube, why am I not the one that's able to control this stuff? As the streamer, I should be the one that sees the message and then approves or denies it. Why don't I even see these messages? That's insane. Yeah, that's some of that stuff that's happening right now is insane. AI has all the jobs and all the money now. Can I be AI? I want the money too. Please. You can't type the sentence you want to type? YouTube sometimes has just is drunk sometimes. I don't know. It has banned, or not banned, but it has stopped messages from appearing. That it's just fine. Completely. Change your name to Grok. How do you get a job? How about we make the player health be 0 if they decide to stay under the drum? I could make it that the drum kills the player if it falls on them. I don't think I will at the current moment, but that's an interesting thought. I think that's an interesting thought. No, I think we're fine right now. I think we're fine. So now we have, right, the drums falling down kind of where I want them. I can, oh, did I not put, I haven't put the pawn blocking. Pawn, thank you. Oh, I need to do the same constraints. So I need to do set walk. Hold on, I can do constraint mode, but set constraint. Wait, how do I? Custom. How do I? Um. How do I can set it to be custom plain, but how do I? But but how do I? Um. It doesn't have an internal name. So that means I cannot set this value because it has no internal name. Back to searching. Hold on. Using blueprints, can I add movement constraints to a physics object to only move in Z axis? Set physics constraints. Add a physics constraint component to the actor sorry, what? What this? What this? Oh, where's the physics on this thing? And disable the physics here. That back tile was physics constraint. I'm learning of a new component. I can limit how much it can move. So I can have it be able to move, but not that much. Interesting. Linear breakable. It's all free. No, that's clearly moving. No, that is 100% has moved. I mean, look at that. That has not done anything. I mean, I didn't finish reading, but still. Set to lock to X and Y axis. Yeah. Use the set constraint to linear motion node to restrict movement. Program. So hold on. Constraint component name. Oh, do I need to give it? Like, can I only do it for certain components? I can't do it for everything? That looks like it worked. Okay. Hey, Achilles, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Is there a reason you use Grok versus, say, Gemini? Grok is really good about finding the right information for blueprints. I've not personally tried Gemini, but I've tried ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is garbage for helping me with like blueprint-related Unreal stuff. But Grok does a really good job searching and finding the information. So that's why I just always go to Grok. Yeah. If Grok wasn't good, I'd try, Gemini, I'd try whatever. To me, this is a tool for learning. Like I don't care about where it is, so yeah. But yeah, for me, Grok has been super, super nice. Like in terms of helping me like get better faster for Unreal, it's been great. So I think you have to add the component name here. How do you get the object name?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Node underscore add. Probably not gonna work, but for some reason my left key wasn't working. Now that's 100% work moving. Why do I have to specify components in here? Can I just do like everything in the actor? Are these ads for Twitch or YouTube? Twitch? Yeah, the ads are on Twitch. I tend to pause for ads anyway. I mean, I can play an ad for you if you'd like. I can play ads on YouTube. I just don't. The only reason I have to play ads on Twitch is so people don't get pre-roll. In like hopes of anyone ever coming and seeing the channel. No one ever does, but there's hope. Where's the names component? Outside of each component, knowing your blueprint to spawn components dynamically. Store references to those components in an array. For each static mesh component, add a physics constraint component dynamically. And then use the add physics constraint component node. What I could also do is just have the 6 drums in the world invisible, or 8 drums or whatever, however max we have. Have them be invisible and set up, and then they just get placed in position instead of spawned. Do you use Restream? No, just OBS. And free without the watermark if you're paying for Restream? No. You wouldn't be able to stream at the resolution and quality I am on YouTube if you used Restream. Because they send the same information to Twitch, and clearly Twitch does not support AV1, 1440p, 10K. So, yeah. No, thank you. I don't know why it doesn't let me specify the plane. Let's think. Okay, if I just duplicate this and I'll say drum 1. Why Unreal? Why do you put now these up here? They're literally in order. Why did you just reorganize this? I know, I hate this about the blueprints. It makes no sense. That doesn't work. Yeah, no idea why it does this. I wish it didn't. I wish it didn't, but that's okay. See, but doing it this way means I have to set up the collisions to be disabled and then enable them. Just fine. Collision, no collision. And then hit an in-game. And then on begin play. Probably if I do get ultra components, this gets me not the right thing. I need this to be static mesh array. Oop. Yeah, we can, it's fine. We'll just set up an array this way. Small drum array. Right, so here on these, we can go. The physics now will have the constraint. Right. Would you want to use begin play here, or would custom event be better? Why would I want to use custom event? It should happen when it begins, when it loads. What's the problem with begin play? Wrong one. This one. Then grab you. And then... Oh, I guess they're not here. It would need to be here. We need to do it out here now. I don't need to do all of this. This is going to be different. So then we just do... So this... get... why is get specifically a copy only? Try to learn, so ask stupid questions. That's fine. Feel free to ask stupid questions. I don't mind. As long as you don't mind me trolling occasionally when answering the questions. Set actor, set relative location. So it will be let's grab the location from in here. So that will set the relative location. And then need to set it to be set heading game to be false. And then enable collision. Okay. So theoretically, did I check the wrong thing? Oh, it used to have... It needs to have collision enabled to be on if it's set to physics enabled. So what I need to do is turn off physics here, and then enable the physics, and then enable physics. Let's see what that physics. Do it like this. And begin play happens when you, as the name says, begin playing. So this is not working. Yeah, let's just go back to what we had before. Let's just pretend we never did this. I love how he just reorders everything, as always. Let's just... The main thing is, I guess this is the only one that matters. To be fair, right? The main drum is the only one that matters about it not moving out of that spot. And you know what? It will not move out of that spot. We move on. Screw the small ones. They don't matter. It could be a little fun with having them have physics. It's fine. Whatever. I'm throwing the towel. Now I need notes. You're working on a game that you know you shouldn't be doing, but you want to force yourself to learn? What do you mean you shouldn't be doing? I mean, I assume he means in-game AI. Considering... Considering he's talking about a game. Like, you know you're not ready? Yeah, but no one's ever ready. I'm not ready. There's such thing as being ready. If you're doing something you're ready for, like if you're making a game that you're quote unquote ready for, that means you already know how to do everything in that game. In which case, you're not really gonna learn new things. So, as long as you're doing things just a little bit outside your comfort zone, you'll learn. So, yeah. If you do only within your comfort zone, you will be ready for it because you'll know everything, but then you won't learn anything new because you're just doing that thing, right? I think it's like that with jobs, at least in the 3D field, where, you know, you could be happy doing, for example, cleaning up a model for like a day or two, a month, like really pushing it. You gotta have some problems, I think, if you're enjoying it for a month. But let's assume that you do, right? At a certain point, cleaning up models will get boring to you because you know what to do, you know how to clean it up, you know everything, you know the entire process. You're not learning, you're not getting better. At a certain point, you just get bored of it because you're not improving yourself. So, that's it. You've now doing just what you know. So. Okay, musical notes. Can I get a musical notes without these lines? I don't really want to cut out these lines manually. I want the musical symbols. Here we go. Adobe stock licensable. Do they own the right to the music symbols? I guess maybe the font of the symbols? What I could do, actually, is... this. You can't say that it's that it's copyrighted if I just use freaking fonts that I make myself. Because they're just default fonts. Suckers. Okay, I don't, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Probably not this last one. Probably not the last one. Okay. Okay, so we need up to 8. So I don't know why I'm putting them like this. Like, I just put them with spaces. Or, yeah, one space is enough. Okay, so I don't want this thing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we have 11. We gotta get rid of a few. I think this thing is gonna go away. I think this thing's gonna go away. Although this is very, I don't know what this is. This is C clef, apparently. This is called a natural sign. There's nothing natural about an orc. Okay, we can get rid of this. We have double B and a single B. I feel like these two might be a little too close together for people. So I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have one more to get rid of. I want them to be like visually immediately like different. Maybe the double B and the B. I don't want to have both. Probably get rid of the double B. The only doubles that I approve of are the D kind, not the B kind. This was 8. Okay. So these are 8. So then we need the 4 version, the 6 version, and then if we do an 8 version, then we obviously do all of them. So if we do 4, we probably want you. 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 Maybe these 4? Alright, just to make it like very clearly these are different and it's very noticeable of what they are. I don't want like different notes. I want just different symbols, basically. They're still musical symbols, but because if I start doing like you know, the bars and start showing musical symbols, even I won't be able to do that. I'll be like, oh, nope, not even gonna try. But if it's just this, I think that's gonna be simple enough. So the 6th version will have these 4 plus I think we can add this one in, which is gonna be, you know, easy to teleport. And then maybe the B. So realistically, then we for we're left with what? We're left with you. And we're left with you. Or we simplify it and just make it all single beat note, which is the circle part of the beat. This is a memory game. What do you mean by single beat? What's going to happen is the drums are going to have these symbols above them. And I might keep them always in the same location, or maybe they'll randomize. I don't know. We'll deal with that once we get to it. Right? All of the little drums will have that symbol above. And then when he jumps up here, in front of him or above him or something, will appear those symbols. And then you will need to hit the drum that has that symbol in the right order. So he'll either have 4 symbols above him, 6 symbols, or probably 6 symbols. Because we learned yesterday that the average person remembers 7 on average. So we'll probably never go 8. So that's why I want visually where like, you don't need to like memorize, oh, is it like up a little bit or below? I want like very clearly. These are very distinguishable visually symbols. Okay. So you don't need to know music. You don't need to know anything. You just be like, hey, it's musical. It's a memory game. Memorize the thing. Hit the right thing. Done. So we probably will only do 6 at most. Yeah. And then the first round will be like 4. Oh, Jesus. Managed to hit me right on the head. All right. You have 4. You forgot you suggested the idea? How can you forget that? Is that not your whole personality? I might want to put them a little bit closer, actually. Move them a little bit closer. Let's make it 6 so we can just see how it looks. 6. I think that's a better distance, honestly. Okay, so now what we need to do is have this spawn in automatically. Let's see if this is gonna work. We probably actually want him to jump up even higher. So now he'll definitely be above the drums. So what we need to do is here, when he does the drum fall, Spawn actor from class. And we spawn it at origin. And then we get rid of this. Huh. Oh, it's because I needed to spawn when he's in the air. So I need to actually put this here.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Shit. I need to do. We can't do the slam down before it. Okay, I'll need to think about this. We got some more drink. I'll be right back. I'm back. We need him to spawn the stuff up in the air. So I might need to do two special. Oh, I could do a custom event. A custom thing. That's fine. So what we want to do is just set up character specific. Spawn memory drums. Spawn actor from class. I'll just expose the location just in case. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then here, let's duplicate this. This is spawn drums, which will happen here. Spawn memory drums at origin, then does the slam down. It still might be too fast. Oh. We don't want this here anymore. Look at that. He writes it down. He writes the drum down. Why is this one on the side? Move you back to near the center. Yeah, he writes it down basically. I like it. I like it. Okay. So that means we don't need to do this this one. No, we will, because we'll need to do stuff for like actually spawning things above him and all that stuff. Okay. So what really we want at this point is come here and then do for all of these, we're going to make them title to make them extra big. And now I can take a screenshot of these and then make them all into images. And then we have icons. This technically works, and now I don't have to worry about, oh, these are copyrighted. Hey, made it myself. Document, transparent background. Invert that. Not contiguous. That's a little bit too big of a tolerance there. Excellent. I thought you didn't like to do manual work. Yeah, but I like giving people money for things that I shouldn't need to give them money for, even less. So, you know, I gotta pick the lesser of two evils. Can I get away with one? No, 256 is fine. $256 probably fine. Texture Atlas time. That's probably a better idea, isn't it? Yeah, that's a better idea. Yo, let's just do one of these again. Why can I? There you go. See, that's why it's your personality? Wait, what do you mean, dude? Can I mean, I can make a grid in half, but can I automatically put a grid of like all these terrible, horrible, good ideas? I mean, there's nothing terrible about them. They're just good ideas. Can I do a custom grid? Is that a thing? You know, I don't know if I can, so the solution is clearly I got my grid. Hey, it works. There's a grid thing above the magnifying glass? What grid thing above the this, I don't. What grid thing? Oh, there's this thing. This magnifying glass. Oh, this is a perspective tool. Yeah, that's different. Sorry, there's too many magnifying glasses. One here. There's one here. I mean, it's not really a magnifying glass compared to this one. This is an actual magnifying glass. But details. I'm gonna put these two in the end here. I should probably order the. I'll order them afterwards. Actually, let's order them now. It better if I order them immediately. So if we look at our little table, first one is this. That's our first one. I should probably move this where I can see it. Then we have this guy. Be on the right layer. Then we have you. Then we have you. Right layer, damn it. Okay, and then you. Okay, from there we have the fancy bee, because that just looks like a bee to me. Just a fancy version of it. And then we have the lowercase b. So we have the fancy and the non-fancy b. Do I want to change it for the... Nah. I feel like this is more music related than the other one. Okay. How do I keep changing? It's like, there we go. Do I now want to, and I probably do, scale these a bit? I hate that it does that. Make them a little bit bigger. And just, or by bigger, I really mean just about the same size. As kind of the other ones. Okay, so that's fine. I also want to make them different colors, but we'll probably do that. We probably should do that here. I should probably tint them here. It'll be easier than having to tint them in the material later. So we'll make them different colors here. Besides shapes, I just want it to be also colors. Make it extra easy to teleport, basically. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! This is the thinnest one, but I think it's fine. It has the most intricate one. Yay, attack your Atlas. French PNG. No, files. Textures. Bosses. Orcthar. Put it here. Okay. So now come here. Come here. We go to pictures. Bosses would basically be the same folder. Thar. Oh, I just said I wanted to color them, and I didn't color them. How am I this stupid, guys? I don't know how I do it. I don't know how I do it. Turn them all white. No, but see, I want each one to be a different color. And to do that in the material is going to be a pain in the ass. So I'd rather color them now. And then just have the colors. I also want it to be colorblind proof. Uh, Holy crap, Louis! I figured out how to stop text from glitching out if it's wrapped with a scale box. Louis, nani desu ka? Well, one way to do it is by doing a manual what's Peter Griffin's wife name? Oh, Lois. Is it Lois? Lois. Wrap it with an invalidation box. Problem solved. What is an invalidation box? I've not heard of this. Invalidation box. Careful with the invalidation box. What is it? There's actually documentation on this thing? Unless you don't plan on having it be interactable? It caches the render so it doesn't keep recalculating the scale. Can you put multiple things in this thing? Widgets that are wrapped with invalidation box allow the child widget geometry to be cached and speed up stage rendering. Any widgets that are cached by an invalidation box are not pre-passed, ticked, or painted. It's okay, they can be drawn. In general, if you're looking to optimize your project, wrapping certain widgets with invalidation boxes may boost your performance, particularly for mobile projects or complicated UI displays. They can be placed inside an invalidation box and cached instead of considering during paint, tick, or pre-pass. If the widget changes, however, it will become invalid, and you will need to manually invalidate the cache. If the widget changes, how can it change? Like playing an animation on like something else? Is that fine? In the detail panel for the place evaluation, there are a couple of specific options that can be set to pertain to the widget: can cache and is volatile. If true, prevents the widget or child geometry or layout information from being cached. That is interesting. But how did it work? Okay. How does it work on... Would it even work for what I'm doing? Because how do you tell it when to cache? That's the question I have. How does it know when to cache? Because it doesn't cover this. Because I generate the text first from somewhere else, and then it's locked in. Right? The text isn't there, and I'm just caching it as is. So, how do I tell it when to cache? Can I tell it when to cache? Or is it like, oh, this like locked in editor kind of cache? It renders it when it constructs, but in what order? When in the construction process? When the construction ends? At the beginning of the construction? Like, because, like, on construct, on the same tick, I run a bunch of functions that populate everything. Does it happen after? Right? Like, this is very important information to to be able to control. But I don't know if there's... It's up to the user to call invalidate through C++ or the invalidate layout and validate node picture below on a child widget to force invalidation. I want to do the opposite. I want to force cache. I mean, okay, this is interesting. I'll probably want to play around with this at some point. I'll keep this tab open so I don't forget about it. How do you make... You can't really make a colorblind color palette that is fits for all color blindness, because then it'll be black and white, wouldn't it? Because I'm just realizing that that's not possible, because right, depending on which one of these, red blind, green. Wait, this is red. What do you mean red blind, green blind? Aren't you red, green blind? Here we go. Accessible color palette generator. I mean, I don't know if they're actually quote unquote accessible like for everything, but I mean, we can certainly use them and try. So is that the... This is what I copied. That is not the color. Oh, is it? Hold on. No, that's... Am I crazy, or is that clearly not the same color? Wait. How do I guess I can do this. Okay. We could certainly try this. Yeah. I don't know how well this will work. I hate that in this program, when you press M again, it will pick, it will change the rectangle to something else. I don't know why I'm putting this. Hate it. I don't know why I'm putting them in different layers. I'll be honest. But I am. I need to stop pressing the button, but I can't stop myself from pressing the button. Just like outline if we go this. Huh. That might not be too terrible. Green. If I find out these colors are terrible to tell apart, I pressed it again. I'm gonna not be happy with this website that I'll probably forget the name of by the time that it matters. What two other colors? Oh god, there's some real ugly ones. Oh, orange. Okay. I cannot stop pressing M. Oh, I didn't pipe in this. Surely Unreal's color spate isn't going to affect it either. Surely not. But look, I will be at least uniformly affecting everything. Okay? At least it'll be uniform. Last one. What do I want? I mean, you could go with pink, but I go with this. That's a little too close, I feel like. I want a better red, also. This one may be fine. I didn't press it. I was almost gonna press it, but I didn't press it. Okay, I want to actually take this here. What's the other weakest one? The other weakest one is probably this light blue. I figured out why I decided to do this in the way I did. Because now we can just swap these around very easily. These two are actually really close together. Now that I'm looking at it. That's this one. I want to replace. It should be fine. So we have these are a little too close as well. Let's do you here. You here. I think the only one that kind of is a little too close is these two, and they're red tinted. We need to break that up. If we have a good red here, I want a different. I don't want another dark blue. I want green. Maybe this one? Okay, this is not the color that I thought it was going to be. I was going to go for the hot pink, basically. God damn it. They're all so similar. Okay, I think I might have found one that is very different. It's good enough. It's good enough. They're different. Okay. Re-import. Look at that beauty. Okay. So now we need to set up a sprite material. Set up a sprite material. Okay. So let's go. You're probably going to want masked. Let's find that one and then. So it's your instance, so we can just copy that. No, we want the parent. So we want to actually customize this. This is what we want. We want to copy you. Where were we? That's where. Copy here. I'll probably move this stuff out of this folder, honestly. It's too character specific. I should probably put it with the character. Put it here. Okay. Here we can do it. Create material instance. And on the sprite, supply this guy, and then here, we want to use a flipbook. Animation files is going to be the card. Too used to cards. Thank you, Dave, for joining the Patreon. I doubt you're in the stream though. I think that's not supposed to hit trigger twice, but it did. We can do symbol selection. So this needs to be divide by 8 or divide by 8, I think. Right? Because if it's 8, it'll be 1. I think I'm doing it right. We'll find out. Number of rows. 1. Go away. Number of columns, 8. The texture will be this. But it's texture object. Is that going to cause issues? Hopefully not. Can I not convert this to a texture object? Texture object parameter. Okay. Oh, it's no, I can't. Okay, so this is going to be a little more complicated doing it this way. I need to do the calculations myself. Yeah, Leo, have a good night. Thanks, on by. We would need to do. Multiply this. Let's do this. Not multiply, divide, but divide. Eight. What is this icon? Oh, they had a little preview, automatic preview thing. That's cool. Right, so this. Let's see. Well, let's see what we see. Save. It's you. Okay, so now we see just the one stretched out. Why is it stretched out? It's because Why is this stretched out? Okay. We'll get there in a moment. Then we do add. And append. We add nothing into Y, and then this will be symbol selection. I think divide by 8 still. So if we made this 1, that would be the next one. So let's confirm. Let's put this out here. Why is it such a thick boy? Why is it so wide compared to tall? Did I do... No? No, it's just... Why is this such a thick boy? That is not how thick it is. It works, but oh, 7 is the last because yes, it loops. So realistically, to make more sense for me, I should do 1 to 8, and then subtract 1. Now, why do we have Chunky Boy? Wait. Oh, this is now. Oh, Slider Mint, not Value Mint. Yeah. That's fine. So why are you chunky? How do we make you not chunky? I mean, we can scale you up. But why do we need to scale you up? It's because the sprite itself, it goes off the sprite. And the sprite is 8 times wider than it is tall. So that's why we need to scale it this way. Right. Because it's going off the sprite pixel. It goes off pixels. And technically the whole thing, which is what it's based off of, is what is more wide. But there we go. Yeah. So as long as we keep it in this ratio, we can do whatever you want. So if we drop this now over here, we can take a look at what it looks like. -45. Also probably should go at 45 here. And then make this even smaller. Yeah, there we go. The only thing is we'll need to set it up with color, with sprite color instead. So instead of this value being exposed, we'll use the alpha channel. Of this. That way, and here we can change this to 2. Excuse me. Oh, is it capped? Is it capped on the alpha? Hold on. Is it capped on the color? Excuse me? Why? Why? Okay, well, we'll figure this out tomorrow. God damn it. So close. So close yet so far. It should work on the colors and set up with vertex color and then control it through there. I don't know why it's not. But it might need to be... It might be capped 0 to 1. That's what it is. And if it's capped 0 to 1, then so be it. We'll work around that. But we made some good progress today. I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah. Got a whole drum dropping in the sky. It's going where we want. Little ones, stop think about the little ones. It's fine, it's fine. Oh god, I just realized I'm gonna have to spawn the symbols attached to the static. Oh god. Oh, I might swap the little drums for other blueprints. Yeah, we'll probably need to rework this a little bit. I just had a realization. But I hope you guys had fun. Back tomorrow, usual time for Friday. Oh my god, tomorrow's Friday. I'm just realizing tomorrow's Friday. Yay! Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. And I'll see you guys then. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.